And now I have been doing the facial yoga at least 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, for 3 months now. And one of the exercises that I showed you in that last video was a nose exercise, because as we get older, the nose lengthens and it droops a little bit, and then the outside of our nose gets more bulbous and less defined. And when I saw that Curology video, I was super surprised at the results on my nose. And let me show you a close-up from that video a week ago. And here is my nose before and after. In the first picture, that was about 6 months ago, and compared with the after picture, which is on the right, in terms of the overall look of the nose, in the before picture, it just looks a little wider, a little bigger than the after picture. In the after picture, the nose just looks more slim down the middle, and then the tip in the before picture looks bulbous and kind of non-toned. And then in the after picture, as you can tell, it looks to me as if the tip of the nose is a little more refined, and I truly believe that my nose has shortened somewhat, the tip has narrowed, and the overall look of the nose looks more toned. And in terms of facial exercise, I've always read that nose exercises are one of the best, quickest ways that you can alter the shape, length, size of your nose. Of course, if you have a huge honker, this is not going to do too much for you. But if your nose has the normal age-related changes, that it's gotten a bit longer, a bit droopier, and a bit wider at the tip, this nose exercise is phenomenal. And when I did that face yoga exercise, many of you said, I could understand all the face yoga exercises you showed, Beth, but I really couldn't see the nose. And that's because this is what the nose exercise looks like. And I did it on video and you couldn't really tell. So since this video is specifically devoted to slimming the nose, I'll come in a little bit closer and I'll show you in depth how to do it. Now, the first thing you do is you put your finger at the end of your nose right here. And then you're just going to be pulling down, pulling those muscles down. You use your finger as resistance and push your nose against it like this. And as you can see, those tiny tip muscles are being flexed. See? Now, then you use the other hand as resistance. So you're going to put this here, and I'm not going to put this on here yet, but I'll just show you how this works. You just put your fingers here. There we go. And you go. And the firmer you hold your finger and thumb against your nose, the more resistance you have. Like this is not much resistance. And this is more. And then when you put your index finger at the tip of your nose, you're adding a third set of resistance here. I'll turn to the side. Maybe you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how that works. And to do the nose exercises, I do 50 this way, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do 50, and then I hold it for 50, and just hold, totally flex for a count of 50. And when I'm doing that, I'm imagining the tip slimming up. I'm imagining the nose kind of shortening a little bit. And I sort of imagine my nose with a white light around it. I always remember that Arnold Schwarzenegger said that when he lifted weights, he always saw the body part he was lifting surrounded in white light. And so, heck, I thought if it's good enough for Arnold, it's good enough for me. But basically, then you hold it for 50 counts like that. And I guarantee you that if you do that exercise 5 to 7 days a week, within a couple of weeks, you're really going to see your nose change. And another thing about anything you're doing on your face, if you really want to see your progress and keep going, it's always important to take a before picture and then an after picture, because our face has a lot of little areas, and if you don't take a before and after picture, you're really not going to notice the changes, because the changes come on very subtly. And that's why with regard to anything that you do with your face, whether it's a new skin cream you're trying, facial exercises you're trying, the new face, anything like that, you really do have to take the before and after pictures, because if you don't, believe me, you're going to get to 2 weeks, a month into it, and you're going to say, oh, it's a lot of work and I'm not really sure I'm seeing anything, and you'll give it up, whereas if you had taken the pictures, you would actually see that you were making great progress. Well, that was a look at how I've been slimming my nose, and if you'd like to try it and you take before and after pictures, if you'd like to email them to me, my email is below the video, and I would love to see your before and after pictures, and I would share them in a future video for sure. Now, if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel and you're 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, it doesn't really matter. I hope you'll join the 50 plus beauty family by subscribing, clicking that little bell, and or sharing this video with a friend. Okay, I always like to leave you with a little thought for the day, And I've been reading from these Miracles Now cards from Gabrielle Bernstein. Okay, let's go ahead and choose hopefully a positive thought to think about for today. Sometimes no is the most loving response. Sometimes no is the most loving response. Friends, at first this card confused me a little bit, but then I realized that it really does pertain to my life. And one of the ways in which it does is that I do have this relationship in my life where for one reason or another, every time I'm with this person, she puts me down like continually. It's just jab, jab, jab. And she does it very subtly to where I don't even realize she's doing it at the time. And I just feel this need to sort of defend myself instead of realizing what she's doing and saying, you know, are you in a bad mood today? Are you feeling angry? That seemed like a negative comment. And this is an important relationship in my life. And I've realized over time that I just let her do that to me. And I have for years. And really, at some point, I'm going to have to buck up and stand up and say no and call her on that behavior because quite honestly, I'm getting really tired of it. So friends, just for today, if you have relationships in your life where you keep saying yes and keep taking a little bit of abuse, quite honestly, I hope maybe you'll think of this card and realize that sometimes no is the most loving response. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.